Where did God come from? Or who created God? This is one of the questions that students often ask me. And the answer is God has always existed. Don't worry, this will make sense. At least enough. I hope. One of our problems is that we have trouble thinking about things before things. So, for instance, you know the alphabet A, B, C, D, E, F, G. But what came before A? The best we can say is that it was not A, but other than that, we're kind of lost. The same is true with time. What came before time? My understanding is that time, or more accurately, space time, is a measurement of change. So if you have nothing changing, you have no time. So if we just imagine a block sitting in the middle of space time, not changing or moving or anything, which means that, I don't know, we're at 0 Kelvin, so molecules aren't even moving, whatever, right? We don't have any change at all. Well, then we don't have time. And since God doesn't change, prior to creation, there wouldn't be any time. Also, God is a spirit being, so all of this doesn't apply to him anyway. But again, like before A, it's hard for us to wrap our minds around a time before time. Because our language is just baked in with time. Before God is about time, and God has always existed, time again. And this is one of the reasons why I believe God chose the name I am. He exists, always has, always will. He existed before we had anything to be before. He is the first and the last. Now, you might have realized that this is all a little bit too convenient, right? God just exists. Well, far from being a problem for Christians, this problem is, I believe, worse for atheists. Like, take a look around. Where did all this stuff come from? The air, the rocks, you, me, the stuff from the Big Bang. Go back as far as you like. Imagine that time loops on itself. Do whatever you need to do, but you're still going to run into the same problem. Where did everything come from? I see roughly two options. Either material stuff has always existed, or God has. And I personally find it far more likely that a supernatural, unchanging, eternal being has always existed. But I understand that other people disagree with me. Which brings up just one more point: infinity. The concept that you can always add another number to the number that you have. I'll link to a fun series on infinity in the description below. But if we are always moving back into the infinite past, how do we arrive at the present? This is one of the reasons why almost everyone agrees that there had to be a start somewhere. But an infinite God outside of spacetime doesn't have this problem because he created it. And just like my 5 fingers can interact with a sheet of paper in 5 different places at the same time, well, God can do that with space-time as well. So, where did God come from? He's always been. Or perhaps said better, he is. The alternative to an infinite God is an infinite universe. At least, this is how I've tended to explain it. What would you add? What am I missing or misrepresenting? I really want to know because this is the Blogogy. Let's learn more together.